Bonny James Campbell. I always say Ronnie James Dio. That's not it. All right. So it's saying that it's a Scottish Southern tune because folks came over from Scotland and settled in the Southern Appalachian area. And so this is the stuff that you definitely want to check out, the Appalachian fiddles. And the Appalachian Mountains go through from the southern United States all the way through North America. And that's including Canada. So yes, there is Appalachian Canadian fiddlings. So check those out. There are so many amazing artists out there. So here's the basic bare bones tune of it. I really like how the author has put in this fourth finger. Now, there's nothing wrong with using an open A when we are doing fiddle, but sometimes we want to save some time and make that fourth finger pull its weight. So we're going to continue with that. If we're staying on the same string, we're going to be doing that fourth finger. So D, E, G, G, 4, 3, 1, G. But over here, it doesn't have that fourth finger. Why? D, E, G, B, A, G, E. Because we were on the A string for this B. So we're going to do this A as an open string because we're not going to overwork ourselves to get to 4, 3 because we could just simply do an open, but be ready to go to that third finger, open to 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, back in 4, 4, and we're in G major. Ooh, what does that mean? G major means that we have only an F sharp, so we would have a high 2 on our D string, but a low 2 on our A string and our E string. We don't have any C's over here, so we don't have to worry about it too much, but I need to draw your attention to that for future reference. So D, E, G, G, A, G, E, G, D, E, G, B, A, G, E, D, 1 and 2, da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, da. Now we're on the A string, D, B, 1 and 2, da. So look at this pattern that we have right there. Those second measures are playing A, G, E, G. That's really nice. D, B, 1 and 2, da. Whoa, whoa, all of that's the same. So realistically, we just have to learn this. No, we have to learn this and that and this. So we have to learn just 3 parts. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. D, B, 1 and 2, da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, da. D, B, A, G, E, G. D, E, G, B, A, G, E, D. Now the only fancy thing that I do for this particular area is I put my third finger down and I leave it down just for a hot minute for my first finger to reach back 3, and I have that first finger pull behind so that I have this to be nice and fluid, and that's also a G major arpeggio or chord that we can work on, and so it'll continue to ring. 3, 1, pull behind, A, 3, 1, D. All right, let's pluck it. Plucking, D, E, G, G, 4, 3, 1, 3. That fourth finger, really work it out. I have a video on how to exercise this fourth finger that's really, really helpful. Make sure that you're doing it every day, and then you'll get that fourth finger to work really well. All right, let's go for plucking. 1, 2, ready, go. D, E, G. Fourth finger, reach up. Open. Reach behind. Reach for a 4. Reach behind. All 3 on the A string. D, B, and go. And 1, go. D, E, G, B, A, G, E, D. I'm subdividing D and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, go. So I always subdivide during those the any holds that I have, 2 beats, whatever, I'm subdividing because I have eighth notes after that. So first of all, if I subdivide, I know that I'm going to hold my notes long enough, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but then I'm ready for those eighth notes, because doing really long notes before fast notes, it can be really confusing. How fast do they go? Oh no, you get really scared. But if you just say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, get comfortable with that subdivision, and it makes things so much better. So let's do it with the bow. I think 70 would be a good speed for us. Make sure that you're doing your whole bows and your half bows for your the half bows for your eighth notes. So everything's really comfortable. And fourth finger, when I do that fourth finger, I bring that elbow underneath a little bit to help me extend that, and that fourth finger can come straight down on the string instead of pushing it sideways or being on the pad of the finger instead of on the tip of the finger, which is what we really want. All right, beginning, 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and half bow. Go. 4 and. All 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Comfortable with doing those bowings, but also being comfortable with that lower half of the bow so that you're not grit, 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 grit. Grit can be fun, can be awesome, but it's not appropriate for this piece. So once you learn how to make it, you learn how not to make it. Use a metronome to speed yourself up, and or use my practice videos. I have a video for 3 different speeds. Happy practice.